So do I. And I was telling YR and Keith that my list is usually from the City Club days. I remember hearing many years back there, probably the 90s there. A lot of good stuff there he would definitely consider there.
Mm.
All right, there.
I have like three bands with a few few ones.
Covers?
I mean, yeah, a few covers that maybe people didn't know about. And then
Well,
I'm gonna also look on some other lists as well, so I can
what
add
I'd
some
like
more
to
on.
do is each of us say one, then the next guy say one, the next guy say
Okay.
one, or do it like instead of going through an entire list by one person.
All right. Well, okay. We'll give that one a shot there. Okay. So who will go first?
Me.
Wait, wait? Do
Uh,
you want to get into the news first?
yeah, that's
How
right. My
about
bad there. Let's
that? I go
get
first.
into
Okay,
news. Okay. Go ahead, Keith.
I'm getting it right now. It's coming up. Okay, Richie Faulkner sold album features Rex Brown,
From
former
basically from
Ventura
Pantera.
Dan. Yep. Rex Brown revealed he'll be heard on Richie Faulkner's upcoming studio album. The Judas Priest guitarist used his pandemic downtime to work on the project, which also features an unidentified singer and Brown's colleague Johnny Kelly. So Richie and I have become really good friends. Said it's really progressively heavy and cool. Brown, and it's really progressively heavy and cool. Brown said in a new episode of Tone Talk available below. Richie is a very melodic player, and then it's got my drummer that played on my first solo record. They tracked him playing on one of these electric kits, and they sampled the sounds from a real kit, which I'm not too crazy about. That's not the way I would do it, but it's
What does he
Richie's
mean by
record.
that? What does he mean by that,
I don't know.
Hmm.
Brown?
I
Brown,
don't
like
know.
kid, like
Well, he,
pre-recorded tracks, maybe.
yeah, he's talking about using an electric drum kit. They recorded
Oh,
it
okay.
and then used it over, like that.
I see there on a couple of
Mm.
tracks there.
Because a lot of electric drum kits will just play beats. One of
Yeah,
the one of the cover bands I
uh,
was in, the guy used an electric kit.
I see there. But then again, keep in mind Judas Priest's record Ram It Down from 1988 had a drum machine. They were using the drum machine on that album.
Really?
Really, yeah. I remember hearing about that because you see the way the drumming is sounding, it sounds too good to be a human drummer on there. It just sounds like
And
a
it
drum machine.
repeats.
Absolutely. Now and
Is
then
that
you
what?
have all these little analog overdubs on the on the drummy there, but that's usually comes along with the drum machine like that. That
Is that how? What's his name from? Who's the drummer for Def Leppard? What's his name? Rick
Rick
Allen.
Allen, Rick Allen.
Yeah, he has one
Yeah.
arm, so like he uses the drum kit, right? Like pre-recorded hits
Not
or something.
not really. That's mostly live. Well, what he with his drum kitting, it's basically he uses his left foot as a snare. It's a little pedal on the ground there that that he stomps to hit the snare, and it's a
Hmm.
basically electronic snare when you think about it there.
Oh, somebody's picking up noise.
Yeah, here
oh,
I hear a bunch of
that's me.
static.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, there. Tell you what, let me look up the article right now. To continue with the article and
And then
blah blah.
I'm back.
Keith,
I'm back.
There you are.
Keith, you're hunting gators.
No, I'm in the car. We're driving to the park.
Oh, okay, there.
It's not the way I would do it, but it's Richie's record, and he's got a new singer now. He added that the experience had been a real thrill, but noted, I don't know when that's coming out. Last month, Faulkner had said, uh, via.
Real quick pause. Keith,
Yeah,
Brown didn't
yeah, yeah,
So Rex Brown, right, Pantera's original bassist, did he
yeah.
ever do? Was he ever in that band with the brothers, the Abbott brothers? Hell yeah,
No,
or
he
no?
was
He
not.
wasn't.
No, he was
Okay.
mostly. Yeah, afterwards he was involved with that project Down with Phil Asamlo, their former
Oh, okay.
frontman. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh yeah. Post them up, get some together that I respect in the music business, and record some stuff. As far as stylistically, it's always hard to tell. Really, he continued. You just do what you do. Roots
Well, yeah, that's true. You always do what you do.
that's true there. Yeah.
are from Priest, but I think it's different enough to be its own monster. And then hopefully someone else interprets it in their own way and hears something completely different to what I hear. Judas Priest recommend 50 Metal Years anniversary tour. Postponed from postponed when Faulkner suffered a near fatal health
Yeah. All
alert.
right. So that's pretty much the story. 'Cause we already
Okay.
know all about that. Really.
All
All
right.
right.
So
Yeah.
like, and by the way, I sent you that painkiller video,
Yeah.
which the concert was last night in Denver, and I commented in the comments like, "Hey, was this, was it sound good and everything?" And the person who commented, because originally they were like, I started the mosh pit during the song, so when they played painkiller, this person started the mosh pit,
Oh
and
wow.
they I was like, "Is the sound good and everything?" He was like, "Yeah, I've been a pretty fan for life, and it sounds amazing." He was a little weary, because KK and Glenn's not there, but he said it was just really, really good. You know what I'm saying? So they
Wow.
still got it. I mean, they still got it. Like, Richard Faulkner is really good guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, credit to Faulkner because when it was revealed when Glenn wasn't able to make most of the shows, he was able to fill in his licks and his solos as well.
Yeah.
Well, Andy Sneap, the guy that's filling in Tipton's place, he did leave mostly the rhythm guitar stuff there.
You want me to start the second story?
Which one? Because if you want, I
Pre
can read Prince's the Prince's state with the situation with Morris Day at the time here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
I'll
you can read
this.
it.
Okay, now this is from old classic rock and culture, actually ultimateclassicrock.net there, and it says here Morris Day, the frontman of the Minneapolis funk group The Time, his public sparring match with the Prince estate to use the name Morris Day and The Time has garnered support from a very crucial party, Primary Wave, the music industry group that owns a 50% stake in the late musician's estate. Earlier this week, Morris Day released a statement claiming he was no longer allowed to use the name Morris Day and The Time in any capacity, I should say,
Capacity.
capacity. He accused the Prince estate of wanting to rewrite history by taking his name away from him, thus impacting how he feeds his family. After he had given 40 years of his life building up a name and a legacy that Prince and himself came up with. Remember, Prince had discovered it. Actually, Morris Day and Prince go way back. They was in a band together before Prince became a solo artist. I guess Morris Day was a drummer at that time there. And this was back in the 70s there, way before The Time would emerge. When The Time got started, Prince was one of the first guys who co-produced their album under the name Jamie Starr, a name that he had long used for many years. He also could use the Jamie Starr name to co-produce the Vanity Six album, even though it was credited as Star Company and Vanity Six on the production credits. But it was nevertheless Prince who wrote the songs and did the productions there. In fact, Prince even sings back up on the song Girl, which is a ballad there. Now, Prince had The Time opened for his 1999 tour in 1982, but by the time the movie Purple Rain came out a couple years later, The Time had disbanded. There was a lot of issues going on. A couple of members had either got fired or departed, and a couple of new members came in. Morris Day later, there was a falling out between Morris Day and the Purple one there. And of course, they got back together finally in 1990 to do an album called Pandemonium that was on Prince's label Paisley Park Records. And also, they did something. They've basically been touring for a long while under the name Morris Day and the Time, when it was just the Time originally there. Now, because Prince died without a will, according to the article, his estate is currently under the control of Comerica Bank. A bank company owns the estate of the purple one, his royal badness. Hard to believe. But then again, there was a lot of rumors that a toy manufacturing company owned Death Row Records a couple years ago. So who knows? Now, Comerica Bank was appointed to oversee the legal proceedings involving his assets. The lengthy proceedings are set to end later this year. Yesterday, Primary Wave released a statement imploring the bank to grant Day permission to use the Time name. Now, Primary said in a Billboard article, "We have reached out to Comerica to let them know that we do not agree with their decision and believe they should do the right thing here, which is to let Morris Day continue to use the name Morris Day and the Time." Primary Waves said that Morris has the full support of Primary Waves, and the company also noted that, quote, does not currently have any say in the affairs of the estate. They also received public support from L. Londell McMillan, an attorney who represents the heirs who control the other half of Prince's estate. Comerica and their advisors, he said, currently run the Prince estate. I think this is horrible. I support Morris Day 100%. We cannot wait to take over the estate and from those in charge, hopefully soon. Now, the Prince estate, for its part, has refuted Day's version of events, saying, quote, given Prince's long-standing history of Morris Day and what the estate thought were mimical discussions, the Prince estate was surprised and disappointed to see his recent post. The estate is open to working proactively with Morris Day and to resolve this matter. However, the information that he shared is not entirely accurate. Formed in 1981, the Time marked Prince's first instance in recruiting and producing another artist. He built the group around Morris Day, who was his high school classmate years before. They released 4 albums: The Time, What Time Is It, Ice Cream Castles, and Pandemonium, the one I just mentioned. They broke up in the early 90s. Morris Day continued touring as Morris Day and the Time, even as Prince retained the rights to the band name. In 2011, Morris Day and the original Time bandmates released an album, Condescent, under the name The Original 7, because it was a 7-man lineup there. Day released another statement yesterday thanking fans for their support. I want to thank everyone for their thoughts and support regarding this estate matter. I felt all your love and energy yesterday, and I look forward to continue support until we find this resolved. Thank you. Now, Prince, of course, he always went on to produce Jill Jones, Vanity 6. He even had a project called Madhouse, which was an instrumental jazz project. And, of course, what can we say? It's a big dispute. There's a big situation going on. It's sad, but shit like this happens all the time, especially when artists die suddenly and there's no will left behind. I mean, I could think of the same thing with James Brown and the wife he had at that time, the red-haired woman whose name I forgot. She was excluded out of the will and everything else there. I remember there was a photo her outside the gates of his house there, his mansion there, and she was on her knees in a very sad position. She was very sad, you know. It's like she's like, I was his wife. Should I get some of this, inheritance or what? You know, but I don't know. Some of these business dealings are sure pricks. That's for sure. There. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on here. All right.
All
And
right, so we do have the our covers, our
Yeah.
start off.
And before we start here, I just got a response from Just Wells on my tweet. It's a Theory of a Dead Man's cover version of Wicked Game, the Chris Isaac tune. Oh man! See, we got something already. We got something going already there.
Okay, and tonight it's going to be the ones we like. Not
Yeah.
necessarily better than the originals, but we like them. They're not bad.
Yeah.
My
The ones I
first,
got are pretty awesome, I will say.
okay, my first one is Viva Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
ZZ
ZZ
Top,
Top.
an old Elvis Presley song.
Yep, I know. I remember hearing that version. That was on the Greatest Hits album that they released in, I guess, somewhere in the 90s, I think it was.
I guess.
Or
Well,
right
Viva
there.
Las Vegas by ZZ Top, yeah, was in the
Mhm.
90s sometime or something like that.
Yeah.
Both versions are good.
Mhm.
I don't prefer one over the other. I like them both really well.
Okay, so mine would be in this. Look, Pink Floyd has always been an overrated band to me. So anyone covering them is better than them, in my opinion. I know it's a hot take, but it's just my opinion. And Comfortably Numb was covered by Stained in the 2000s live. And I think they, at that time they were putting that in their live set. But go look on YouTube. Comfortably Numb. Comfortably Numb. Stained cover.
Yeah.
Way
This
better
is-
than the Pink Floyd original.
In
I
your
know
opinion.
yeah. And by
And
the way,
it's
this,
acoustic. It's like mostly acoustic on that.
and by the
Unplugged.
way, here's something else here. By the way, here's something else here. Comfortably Numb was also covered by the goth rock group Sisters of Mercy when they did their first U.S. shows in 1996. I heard it on a bootleg there.
I haven't heard either one of those, but it's pretty hard to beat Comfortably Numb, especially the live version off of Pulse.
Yeah.
The guitar solo in that is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I want to go after
so,
YR.
Well,
I
YR
wanna
just
go
went.
after- Oh, okay. Is he done?
Well, wait,
Yeah.
wait. Well, I have a
All right.
wait. I have a couple. Well, like some of the bands I'm doing, there's like multiple covers from those. So, like, I might say "Stain" for another one of my choices.
Well, that's fine. I'm going to repeat.
all
All
right.
right. So go ahead, Keith.
Okay, a song by Desiree. You gotta have faith. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta be wiser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Limp Bizkit that song, but he made his own. He's like Limp Bizkit. He's like, you gotta have faith. You gotta
That's
have
George-
faith.
That's a George Michael cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Oh.
original came out in 1987.
By George Michael.
George Michael, yeah.
Oh, all right. That's the only song I know.
All right.
Sounds like
Okay.
it's Dr. Earl's turn.
Okay, well, my first pick of cover songs is Soundgarden's cover of Black Sabbath's Into the Void, but with different lyrics. It is the Self version there. And now the lyrics of this version here were replaced with a speech spoken by Chief Sealth, commonly known as Chief Seattle, whom the city of Seattle was named after. This never fit the meter of the song, but yet the words, this version, the lyrics are there, promote a environmental movement there. Whereas the lyrics of the original Black Sabbath was about a rocket ship full of people heading out to a new planet there, where there'd be peace, harmony, happiness, whereas Planet Earth is going to the shitter there. And the song and the Soundgarden version was on the extra EP that was included onto the Bad Motorfinger album in, I guess, 1991, when that album broke big.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And for the record, when I heard that Soundgarden cover, I thought they did that song good justice there.
Okay, my next one is a cover the Rolling Stones did.
All right.
Not Fade Away, Buddy Holly tune.
Yeah, there.
One of the early Stones hits, but it is a
Right.
cover. And both are obviously good.
Mm-hmm. That's true there. But then again, the Stones have always admired, artists like Buddy Holly,
Right.
John Lee Hooker, Link Ray.
Yeah, I will mention the Stones again.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, that was my one.
My
Okay.
Okay, so my pick originally performed by Todd Duncan. And you know what song I'm talking about? Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers.
Oh yeah. All right.
Wow.
Good, great song there.
Was that on your list, Art?
Yeah, and actually I was also going to mention Joe Cocker in that one.
Mm. It's kind of funny. That song became a massive hit again when it was featured in that movie Ghost with Demi Moore and the late Patrick Swayze. I think it was in 1990. I think it was that movie came out.
And actually Ray Charles covered it too.
Exactly. Also, Heart did their version from an album called Greatest Hits Live from 1980. They performed that song during their 1980 tour, and that was included on that compilation later on that year.
Good choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
I thought you covered Mariah Carey doing "Baby, Please Come Home."
Baby, please come home.
Yeah, it's a Christmas song. It was originally done. It was originally done in 1977, and then Mariah Carey redid it in 1990 something.
Hmm.
It's a Christmas song. Baby,
Oh,
please
yeah.
come home. Yeah.
You sure it's not something different? Because one I remember it was like Merry Christmas, please come home. I think it was.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay, that's what I remember. Because I think U2 did their version for a Christmas compilation album.
Oh, all right.
Special Christmas. I think it was to help special needs kids.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Keith, it's your turn, Brown.
My turn. Yes. Another cover I love was 1000 Homo DJs featuring Ministry's Al Jorgensen covering Black Sabbath's Supernaut. Came out on the Wax Trax label in 1991. It was originally Jorgensen and Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. They were supposed to come out, but TBT Records, whom Trent was signed with at that time, said, nope, Trent belongs with us. You can't do this. So Jorgensen had to re-record his vocals over Trent's. But original version with Trent's vocals on there would later appear on a couple of Nine Inch Nail bootlegs and a compilation called Black Box, celebrating how many years of Wax Trax Records, one of the prime industrial music labels out of Chicago, and in the 1980s and early 90s there. That song was played all over City Club, all over Lipsticks, all over The Shelter, you name it. It was a massive club hit.
My turn?
And well, yeah, by the way, Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath did appear on Ministry one time on stage to perform that song with them as well. So I would love to see the concert footage of that. That would have been mass epic. And Jorgensen once said, Black Sabbath is more addictive than heroin and pussy.
All right, so my pick
No,
would be
me.
Oh, go ahead.
It's an Ark's turn here.
Under the Boardwalk. by the Rolling Stones again. It was on their second album, and it was originally done by the Drifters.
Yeah, we know the Drifters won by Left and Right. Definitely there. In fact, the Drifters' greatest hits has now been reissued on vinyl as well. There.
Huh, that would be pretty decent. There's a few good
Yeah,
songs
I
on there.
did absolutely because if I could, if I knew your address, I'd buy it for you and send it to you through the mail there. But
Oh,
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
have any way of playing vinyl anyway.
Oh yeah. Well, I just picked up "Destroyer" by Kiss on vinyl not too long ago. In fact, I just came home with it. To me, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video about this probably when we're
Okay,
done here. Good. Yes.
that's why ours turn.
All right.
Uh, it was covered by Van Halen. It was originally by the Kinks.
That's
Really?
on my list. Yeah.
Yep. Now we
Go
know this
ahead.
one.
I know which one you're talking about.
We all
You
do.
really got me. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that was a powerful version of that song. It was.
And the Kinks
Well, what
version
was
was
the
good
opening?
too.
What was the opening of? What was like the opening riffs? They call it something else for Van Halen. It was before. It was before You Really Got Me. It was called it was a word, but it was
Eruption. The solo.
Nah, it was like an interlude, but it was another. I'll look it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Does Keith have another one?
No, I don't. Nope.
Okay. Oh, what?
Down to the three of us.
Okay, there. That's something. All right, there. So another one I have is Rammstein from Germany doing Depeche Mode Stripped. That came out in 1998. My girl Nancy around that time had a cassette copy of a Depeche Mode tribute called For the Masses. And that song was included on there. It was the last track. And that, too, would become a big city club hit. In fact, I remember hearing it played at Numbers nightclub. It was the closing track when they had their Underworld night. I was like, holy shit, I had never heard this in a long, long time. Glad to get it. I'm the only one. There's no one on the floor. That floor is mine. Yay!
Okay. My next one is a fairly rare Beatles cover. I mean, the Beatles
wow.
did the cover,
Uh-huh.
and they didn't do a lot of them. Words of Love, a Buddy Holly song.
Oh, wow.
An absolutely incredible rendition of that song.
Nice.
John and
Good to
Paul
hear.
do a great harmony throughout that song.
See there. So, which album is that currently on? The New Rubber Soul or?
No. It's an early one. It's either the... Jiminy, I don't remember which one. Maybe Something New. Because from what I remember...
Something New. Yeah, I remember that record. I had that without the cover there. I got it at a thrift store many
it's either
years
that or
ago.
Beatles 60... Somewhere near. I honestly don't
One
remember.
of those. It was a U.S. release, the U.S. version there.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Capitol Records should reissue here for the people here. So, because all we got are the UK ones, but the U.S. versions are pretty good as well there.
Yeah. But that's an absolutely wonderful song, the way they do it.
The U.S. version.
And
Did
it's
I
why
hear
ours
me?
turn.
Okay.
Well, Metallica was
Mm-hmm.
the full album covers. Garage Inc.
Oh yeah.
Favorite off of there, and I need to go relook at that album just to make sure. But my favorite off of there is the Thin Lizzy cover, "Whiskey
Yeah.
in the
In
Jar."
the Jar. Great song there. And did you ever saw the video for that song
Yes,
there?
they're like
Oh
inside this house.
damn.
They're like inside this house doing the song.
Yep, and all these girls that's surrounded with all these women
Yeah.
partying, drinking, barfing, almost making out with one another, embracing each other. It's like, dude, any guy would who wouldn't want to be one of the few dudes in a house full of chicks?
Look, Brown. They do in Garage
Like that.
Brown, they do in Garage Inc. They do a cover of Black Sabbath, Sabra Cadabra.
Yeah, I heard that as well. And they also have a Merciful Fate melody featuring some of the songs from the band Merciful Fate included as well. And they just called it Merciful Fate, you know.
Bread fan.
Bread fan, the Budgie song that was a B side as well as their live, and as well as a version of Stone Cold Crazy by the Queen cover there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The whole fucking album.
Yeah.
That came out in 1992. Really? That early?
No, you made Garage Inc. No, they came out in '98.
It says 92.
Which one? The song
Garage Inc.
Garage Inc. No, it was not. No, they still had. This is after they cut their hair. And remember, they cut their hair in '95 when they released the album Low.
Yeah, it does say
a
98.
year later. Yeah.
Let double confirm that.
Yep.
You're next, Brown.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
You're up.
Another one. No, you're up. I'm up.
You are up.
All right. Good. Okay. Another cover I highly recommend. I remember hearing this at the City Club as well there. Marilyn Manson's cover of the Eurythmics. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Came out in '95. It was between their first record and Antichrist Superstar. It was on the EP called Smells Like Children. Big hit on the radio. Big hit on the old MTV. You know, up and still regarded. Still played a lot to this day there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm up.
Oh, I thought of another cover song.
Go ahead.
All right.
Madonna, American Pie.
Ooh, that belongs on my bad list.
Same here, man.
Yep. That was like in 2003 or 2004.
She absolutely butchered that song.
Oh,
Yep.
God. Well, we got to save that for the bad covers because
Oh, we'll get to it again, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
All right.
One I got is Susie Q. I don't know the original artist, but Creedence did an 8-minute version of that song.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
And the Stones did a version of that song.
Absolutely there.
But I honestly don't remember who the original artist was, but it's an old blues number.
Mm-hmm. Well, most likely, yeah.
But that Creedence version is absolutely great.
All right, there. My turn again.
No, YR.
Oh, YR. Okay, my bad.
We're gonna go ahead and do. My list here. Let's dive into this one, which I think this one is better than the original. Stained covers Alice in Chains' Nutshell song.
Oh, wow.
And keep in mind, I'm a big fan of Stained acoustic. It's kind of like a Stained live acoustic. It's kind of like the thing. So that's my pick.
Yeah, every once in a while, the original's not going to be as good as the cover. The cover's going to be a better version.
Yeah.
It just happens once in a while. And it's Dr. Earl up.
Okay, another one I have, which is pretty good here, is Marilyn Manson's version of Tainted Love from 2000.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
And,
I'm gonna have to...
and the original, by the way, it was done by Ed Cobb, formerly of another group called the Four Preps. It was also originally, actually it was composed by Ed Cobb. It was first recorded by Gloria Jones in 1964. Soft Cell got a hold of it in the early 80s there. That became a radio hit. Marilyn Manson did their version and from 2001 for a movie called Not Another Teen Movie. And the good video is just as well there. It was another group called Impendence did their version in 2016 there. And I remember a band called Detroit Energy Asylum. They did their version a couple of times when I saw them play in Paychex Lounge in Hamtramck, Michigan.
Real great. Ark.
All right. My next one is another long song by Creedence. Heard it through the grapevine.
I was going to mention that. That was on my list. Badass cover. I love that one.
Great
I
cover of the
love that
Marvin
one.
Gaye song.
Absolutely. That's and
Wow.
yeah, it is. And how is that? 8 minutes this as well, or
No, it's about
longer?
11.
Wow, that's cool. There, great version there. I remember hearing that a few times on the old classic rock station. There, they should play that more, other than the Problem Mary and the other staples that they play there.
Yeah, but that's just an absolutely great thing to hear.
Plus the guitar work of John Fogerty as well there,
Oh, yeah.
because he did some pretty good solo work on that version there.
Yes, he did. It's
Yep.
it's a good song. And it's YR's turn.
All Along the Watchtower.
Oh,
originally
yeah.
By Bob Dylan
By
and
Bob Dylan, but I like the
Hendrix
obviously,
version.
The
the
Hendrix
Hendrix
version is way better.
Yeah, absolutely there. And let's not forget, Hendrix was big on Bob Dylan. On the Monterey Pop Festival album there, he did his version of Like a Rolling Stone, which he did pretty well, as well as his awesome cover of Wild Thing, the Trogs classic there.
Which was also on my list, but that's okay.
I thought of another one. Taylor Swift, Santa Baby.
Oh, God. Why? Hold on, Keith, can we do other than Christmas tunes?
I mean, look,
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, because
it's
essentially
the same-
most Christmas tunes are covers.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about regular songs.
I'd rather Keith throw out something than.
Oh, that's
at all.
true. Yeah, I agree with that.
You got to cover the Christmas. They still got to cover that Christmas stuff, Keith, even though you're Jewish. Thank you.
Yep.
Looking out.
You're welcome.
Keep it up.
Well,
You're doing good.
And Keith, do
Okay.
something with your microphone, okay? Because
Yeah,
here
keep it away from your beard. It's touching your beard.
Okay. All right. It was never touching my
There he
beard,
goes
but it's
again.
pretty close. It's bad right now.
There,
I
just
hear it
saying.
again.
And
All
if-
right. Now it's way out. Now it's like
Sounds like you're popping black cats, bro. And firecrackers.
Or popping blackheads
Oh.
on your face.
who?
damn.
Dr. Earl's
Um,
turn.
Okay, there.
Do you hear the airplane?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That,
There it goes again.
Uh,
I should write down how many times that happens, and I keep a score.
No, I'm
for
muted
that.
right now. I was muted.
Then you need a new
Okay,
microphone.
3, 2, 1.
dude.
I'm mute. I'm on mute right now.
Okay.
he's on mute, but we can hear him. Hey, that's cool.
I know it doesn't look like you're on mute.
Dr.
No,
Earl.
I have a switch on that's connected to my headphones, so I don't mute on my phone. I mute with the switch on my headphones.
Oh. Well, get better headphones because we can still hear you and the noise out there.
Okay.
Okay. There it goes again.
Dr. Earl.
Okay, my turn now. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't know who performed this song, this version, but I was told about it by a buddy of mine. His name was just Scary Guy. Now, I forgot the name of the industrial group that did this, but it was a industrial dance version. You okay, Wire? There you go.
a little fly in my throat.
Oh, spit it out.
Fun.
Right. Okay. Okay, so it was the cover. It was the industrial dance cover of a synth industrial. I guess it's called industrial cover of Iron Maiden's "Wasted Years." Now, it was done. This version was done in the key D.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That version better than the Maiden's version? Really?
No, but it was a pretty damn good song there. It was a good, very good cover. You can't top the Iron Maiden version for Shizzle, hell no. But the industrial cover that I heard was pretty good there. Very good.
Am I up?
You're up.
Okay, this one was the very first hit by this group, and it was a cover of a Joe South song, Hush.
We know the band, Deep Purple.
Yep.
Mark 1 lineup.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. The Joe South version's good, but the Deep Purple version is better.
Yeah. Just get out there and just was outstanding.
but it was one of your first kind of metal things at that time.
Yeah, it's one of the real hard rock, I guess you could say it was deemed as nowadays, right?
Now it's YR's turn,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully you got rid of the fly.
Okay.
Ma, 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 ma.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do going on my list here. I do honestly. I do like the. I do like. You remember that song "Tuesday's Gone"?
Yeah,
Yes.
Leonard
Yeah, by
Skinner.
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard
Yeah.
Skinner. Now
And I know.
Metallica
Yeah.
covered it.
Yeah, I remember hearing
But,
that.
So
I
I'll
remember.
choose that.
Yep. Local rock station had a thing at 10 p.m. called Mandatory Metallica, which they played 3 Metallica tunes there, and that
Yeah.
was one of them I remember hearing.
It was like a Metallica rock block, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that, I guess, because I really like the Leonard Skinner song.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to that one.
The only difference is this Metallica's version has a harmonica player on it, and it doesn't have the mellotron in the original. But then again, Metallica doesn't do mellotrons in their songs.
Right. It's a kind of a specialized thing,
Yeah.
and
Right.
it would be Keith's turn, but he doesn't have another Christmas song for us.
All right.
So I guess it's Dr. Earl's turn.
Okay, there. This one was done by poet Lydia Lunch and her boyfriend at the time, Jim Thorwell, who was using the name Clint Ruin. It was their cover of "Don't Fear the Reaper" by Blue Oyster Cult. It was, I guess, it came out in the '80s. There, I'm not sure it was '89, 1990, or what it was, and I don't remember the album came off of, but I heard it one time on the show called Brave New Ways out of Montreal, Canada, on CBC Radio 1. It was pretty good there. And there was another industrial group whose name escapes me, did their version of that song there. And also there was this other emo band that did their version. I remember one of the cooks at the place that I used to work at, you used to play that a few times there. In fact, I remember the story that a lot of parents and Christian groups out there were saying they were condemning this song, stating that the song is encouraging kids to kill themselves. Not so, I don't think.
No, but
No.
Their interpretation, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my next one was another one that was a song by Buddy Holly that was covered elsewhere
Mm-hmm.
by a group that had only one album.
Ah.
Blind Faith covered "Well, All Right," which was a Buddy Holly song.
Ah. That's interesting there.
Very good cover.
Ah, nice.
Of course, that one album by Blind Faith is good.
Yeah. And I think the girl who appeared on that front cover, I think she's still around. We don't know her name. Got to look her up. To give a little update on how she's doing there.
The one holding the airplane.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sort
Okay,
of airplane
wire.
looking thing.
Yeah, there. It's like a silver model.
Okay, so this next pick, never was a fan of the originator of this song, but I know he's a big inspiration. It was a song from David Bowie, and it was covered by Nirvana, "The Man Who Sold the World."
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was a big hit on the radio there. I know when I saw me and a couple gals saw Bowie with 9 Inch Nails at the Palace in Aubrey Hills in '95. Bowie did a more different version of that. Him, his guitar player, and some sort of a rhythm and playing in the background there. But that's. You ever saw the original cover of that album that came out? That was originally came out there. It had Bowie lying on one of those little things there with a full long hair and a dress. Look it up on Google it on Google Images. You'll see. Hopefully, the original would come out there. You see what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. But then again, Bowie being the most androgynous, individual that he was there. In fact, I guess you could say he was one of the guys who pioneered that look in the 1980s with Pete Burns, Boy George there. And all right,
Now it's Dr. Earl's turn.
okay, there. Here's one that I remember. This is another good cover tune I remember hearing here. I see. I forgot when it was. I remember this was I'm not too sure. This was another motherfucker. It was in my head and now it's just slipped away. Let's see here.
That's why I write things down.
I know I should probably start doing that. The Beach Boys doing California Dreamin'. The rearranged. It came out on the compilation in 1985. I remember seeing the video for it. The remaining members at that time of the Mamas Babas made a cameo towards the end there, and it was not a bad cover there. Pretty good there, I guess you could say. I kind of liked it a lot of ways, so I got to include that on the good list here.
Sure.
All right.
My turn. Okay, this one's a little obscure. No one's going to know it but me and maybe some people that hear this later or in the chat or whatever. But there was a group called Harper's Bazaar. They did a version of a Simon and Garfunkel song, 59th Street Bridge Song, or Feeling Groovy. It's Feeling Groovy.
Nice.
That's how people generally know it. But the name of the actual song is 59th Street Bridge Song.
Okay, there it is.
And it's YR's turn because that went by everybody.
Yeah.
This
I
is
don't
a
think I've
song
heard it. Go
This
ahead.
is a song everyone knows. It was, let's see, it's covered by Brownsville Station. No, it was
Oh,
covered
yeah.
by it was covered by
Oh,
Motley Crue,
Smoking
original
in the
Brownsville
boys'
Station,
room.
smoking in the boys'
Taking all your
I'm taking all your things. No, but you cover I thought you said you were going to cover the.
Well, I'm covering a lot of things because there's no way in the world we're going to hit them all.
Or if I get some of yours, then that saves us time, I guess, huh?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
saves you
because
less-
I've got like 4 pages.
So yeah, that song,
Wow.
was I think was
Big
better
hit on the radio.
than the original. Yeah, I mean that
Yeah.
was that was
Yeah,
a big.
I
That was
would
the
agree.
biggest. That was like their only cover, right? Motley Crue, their only cover song, or
Nah, no, they did
What do
a
you
couple
think?
other covers as well.
Ah.
One is the one I have right now. Their version of the Beatles' "Helter Skelter" from the Shot at the Devil,
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Yes.
1983.
Yes.
Is that your next one, Earl?
That's it. That's it. Is. Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to stay with the Beatles theme on my next one.
Mhm.
Come Together, covered by Aerosmith.
From
Oh,
the
you like that
Sgt.
one? You
Yeah,
like
I
that
like
one
that.
better?
No, remember that when we
Oh.
say it's good, it doesn't mean it's necessarily better than the original. We just like it too.
Oh, or
Yeah.
that makes the floodgates go a little bit more open now. Okay.
Yeah,
uh,
'cause,
more selection.
I do like the Beatles version better, but I do like the Aerosmith version.
I do. Same here as well. I remember
What year did that come out for them? for Aerosmith?
1978. It was
No,
for the-
Aerosmith's version.
That's the
That's
year.
what I'm talking about.
The Beatles were
That's
broke
year,
up
yeah.
in the
78,
70s.
really?
Yeah, they broke up in the semi. That was from the soundtrack of the movie Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, with Alice Cooper making an appearance, Aerosmith
'Cause
making an
I
appearance.
remember when they started playing Aerosmith's version on the radio. I thought it was new then, like in the late '90s, early 2000s. They were playing it
Ah.
a lot on the radio, and I figured, back then. So they did that bunch of years, 40+ years ago.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it had to start the Bee Gees, Peter Frampton. It had George Burns. It had Alice Cooper. It had Aerosmith. It was featured in it. Me, my mom, and my sister. We saw it in the theaters there. It was pretty good stuff. I remember having. I know one of the classrooms that I was in had the soundtrack there. I pretty much listened to a lot of that stuff there.
And
It's all. It's kind of funny, but it was kind of interesting hearing the Bee Gees and Peter Frampton do Beatle covers there.
yeah,
But it also kind of did some damage to the Bee Gees because in the beginning they were considered second-rate Beatles, and doing this project kind of put them in that limelight, put them
and
back in that
interesting
spot
about
for a while.
the Bee Gees is they didn't do that many covers,
Yeah, they wrote their own songs a
and
lot
for
of
everybody
times.
else.
Yeah, Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Barbara
Okay, it's
Streisand, you name it.
YR's turn.
All right, so I can't remember if it was one or the other or both. So I'm just gonna throw them out there because I think it's both, and I think it's the same artists, Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh man,
Their song "Red House."
oh yeah,
I think they
Yeah, that's an old blues song.
Stevie
Yep.
Ray Vaughan covered that from
Hendrix.
Hendrix, and yeah, I think that Hendrix covered it from whoever,
in the
right?
'60s, yeah.
And
It
then
was-
and then Voodoo Child didn't SRV cover
Yeah,
Voodoo Child as well?
yes, he did on the second record, and yes, it was a damn good version.
We don't talk about him a lot, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like he was really good. You know.
But he still talked about when it comes to an appreciative of guitar players when he's guitar playing magazines because he was outstanding, without a doubt.
Yes, he was.
He was,
Dr. Earl.
Okay. Another one I got to mention is, let's see here. Another Motley Crue cover. This time they cover Elvis Presley, Jailhouse Rock.
Wow.
Closing track from the album Girls, Girls, Girls.
Jeff Beck Group covered it too.
Yep. I remember hearing that version on a it was a trial. It's like one of those new song tryouts. It was on a show called Dance Party USA, and one liked it, didn't like it, saying it's too hard, it's too heavy. But the other one's like, hey, I like it because it's Motley Crue. What can you say?
Yeah. They used to do that at American Bandstand back in the day, if you guys remember that show.
Yes, I remember. Yes,
Rate the Record or whatever they called it.
I think it is Hit or Miss.
Yeah, it was funny to see that.
Yeah. Okay, Jay-Z has a song called Girls, Girls, Girls.
Yeah, but is it a Motley Crue cover?
Probably not.
Okay.
It goes, girls, 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 do it, I'll put your number on the table because I would like to date you. I forgot the rest.
Real great.
That ain't it.
Okay. My next one.
YR, you know that song?
Never heard of it. No, sir.
Oh, okay.
My next one is another older blues song.
Yeah.
It's first done by a group called Them,
Oh yeah.
and then it was later covered by Amboy Dukes, Baby Please Don't Go.
Oh man, great song. And AC/DC did their cover version as well. It was on the EP that came out here in '85 in the States called '74 Jailbreak.
Yeah, and the Amboy Dukes version moves.
Yeah,
and of course
absolutely,
you have
it
Ted
does.
Nugent, so
Oh yeah, and plus, if you're going back to the AC/DC, look up the video on YouTube. It has Bon Scott dressed as a schoolgirl.
fire.
Okay, so this particular song, it's like has a lot of people that covered it, so it might be two different songs. But the one I'm thinking of, so the song is "Summertime Blues."
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that you're
Same-
talking Blue Cheer.
Well,
Or the-
the
or the
version that I like is the country version by Alan Jackson.
Mm.
Now, I don't know if it's-
Originally done by
There
Eddie
ain't
Cochran.
no room for the summertime
Yeah, that's the right
blues.
song.
Da-na-na-na.
Yep.
Okay.
Originally done by Eddie Cochran.
Yep, done by Blue Cheer, and which, by the way, is
Well,
on
this
my
one
list.
says the Who.
Yeah, the Who also.
That's what I was going to mention as well. Look at the Live at Leeds album.
Eddie
Badass cover
Cochran,
there.
1958. Blue Cheer, 1968. And the Who. Okay.
All right. Great song.
Bunch of people cover that one.
Oh, yeah.
Good
They all
choice. And
And
the funny thing is,
my
they're all good.
yep. And my next cover is redone by the Who, "Shaking All Over," which
Right.
was done by the Guess Who, but the Who covered it for the Live at Leeds album.
Deep track.
Yeah.
Deep track alert.
Yep.
And the Guess Who's version is very good.
Yeah, it is good as well there.
My turn.
Oh, good.
A very old Animal song.
Wow.
Sam Cooke cover. Bring It On Home to Me.
Goes way back there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the original goes back in the 50s and the Animals is in the 60s. I think there's been other covers, but those were both the good ones.
Yeah. And where's Eric? Is Eric Burden still living in New Orleans, by chance?
I think so. I think he's still alive.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I know he moved to New Orleans many years back there.
He wanted to be
'Cause I
close
heard
to the house.
Yeah, the House of the Rising Sun. Yeah. I guess he wanted to find out if there was actual House of the Rising Sun located in that area.
Right.
I wonder if he had a party with Anne Rice, because I remember she lived there as well there.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I'd have to look it up, but I don't think House of the Rising Sun's a cover. I think that's an original Animal song.
Well, I don't know, but because it was not, from what I understand. Let me look it up, for you guys there.
All right, let me
Because
go.
I'm-
Is it my turn?
Yeah, your turn.
Yeah. Go ahead,
All
dude.
right, so before I forget, a really good song, originally by, I believe the name is Joan Baez.
Okay.
And we know
And
the
Diamonds
cover.
and Rust.
Oh
by
yeah.
Judas Priest, and I recommend the Unleashing the East live album by Priest for that song.
Fuck yeah.
Very powerful. It's called Diamonds and Rust.
Mm-hmm.
Very good song, David.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely there.
Are you
All right.
still
I'm
looking?
look- I'm still looking up, the song "House of the Rising Sun" tells of hard times in the city of New Orleans, and it was written by Georgia Turner and Bert Martin.
So it is a cover.
I'm thinking so, yeah. All right, there. Let me go to the Wikipedia. Okay, it's a traditional folk song, sometimes called Rising Sun Blues. It tells of a person's life gone wrong in the city of New Orleans, Louisiana. Many versions also urge a sibling or parents and children to avoid the same fate. Oh, mother, tell your children
Right.
not to do what I've done.
Right.
The most successful version was done by the Animals in
Absolutely.
1964.
That
It
was
went
a
to
huge hit for them.
Huge hit there. It was first collected in something called Acapella in the 1930s. I think I pronounced that wrong. But it had its roots in the traditional English folk song. It was listed at number 6393 in the Round Folks Song Exit. Now, the original was, it's like many of the folk songs, it is on uncertain authorship.
Right.
Said it's based on the tradition of board-side ballads, and theatrically, it has some resemblance to the 16th century ballad "The Unfortunate Rake." Yet there is no evidence suggesting that there is any direct relation. The folk song collector Alan Lomax suggested that the melody may be related to a 17th century folk song, Lord Barnard and Little Musgrave, better known as Matty Groves. But a survey by Bernard Bronson showed no clear relationship between the two songs.
Okay.
All right, there.
I got one. Lady Marmalade by Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Maya, and Pink.
Gucci, Gucci, ya, ya, da, da.
Yeah,
that
that
almost
was-
sounds
on
like
the
another
radio
bad one,
1,000
except that the
times, bro.
original's bad.
Yeah,
What's
that was,
that came out like in 2002, the remake.
Yeah,
Right.
with like
exactly.
Christina Aguilera and all that. Like they played that on the fucking radio and commercials all the time, bro.
Yeah,
Probably like
I-
11 or 12 when it came out.
Yeah,
I
the
did
original.
love that song when
Yeah,
it
the
came out. I loved it.
that was in the movie Moulin Rouge with Edwin McGregor in
that's
there.
yes, that's what it was. It was the movie song for Moulin Rouge, which was a huge movie. It won all the awards. What
Yep.
year did that movie come out? And then that's
I
what
think it was 2002 or 2003. It was
That's what I'm thinking.
2003 too.
very
Yes.
early 2000s.
And the cover and the original was done by a group called LaBelle, featuring
Right.
Patti LaBelle.
So like a disco group. 2001 that movie came out. 2001, so we're like
Wow.
Yep.
early
Nice.
2000s.
Yep.
Keith was 25 and I was 9, so 11 or something.
I was still in my 30s.
2001. 2001. I was
Mhm.
14.
Oh,
I was somewhat older.
No, I was about.
Yeah.
I was still in my 30s at that time. There,
I had
in the
reached
middle of my 30s.
I had reached my 40s.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. My next one, I honestly don't know the original artist, but there's two very good covers, two covers that I liked real well. First one is Deep Purple, and the second one is Eric Burden and the Animals. It's called River Deep, Mountain High.
I think Ike and Tina Turner did their version as well there.
I think
good
so.
one.
Yeah.
But those are both excellent versions, and both of them are long songs. They're somewhere between 8 and 10 minutes apiece, both of them.
Mm.
I got a good fucking song right now. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Your turn.
Oh, it's about to blow your mind because it just blew my mind because I didn't realize how many other. Okay, so when this song came out, originally I only heard it from this artist, Sheryl Crow, and it was on the radio a lot, and I'm thinking late 90s, definitely early 2000s. We need to look up the song. It's called "The First Cut Is the Deepest," and it's
That's
saying
an old
Rod
Cat
Stewart.
Stevens song.
Rod Stewart covered it,
Oh, wow.
and Cat Stevens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I
wow.
know
And
Rod Stewart covered it.
Alanis Morissette too. Alanis Morissette
What?
covered that.
When?
Yeah, 1990 something.
Well,
Nah, man.
the Cat Stevens and Rod Stewart versions were in the 70s, I believe.
The first cut is the
And I
deep.
think
Yeah,
Cat
they still
Stevens
played-
wrote it.
They play Sheryl Crow's version at the supermarket I work at.
Sheryl
That's
Crow's version
Oh.
is played. That's who you're talking about, not Alanis Morissette. Sheryl Crow.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't ever speak out of turn like that with the wrong answer again. Thank you.
All right.
If you look that song up, I believe Cat Stevens wrote it.
Keith, look up cover song lists so you can throw out some. If you like, look down
Okay.
the list, you've probably heard of some, and even if you heard
All
of
right.
it, throw them out there.
right there. My next one is someone I just put in the Skype chat here. This was from an album called Greatest Hits Live by Heart, the one I told you about earlier. This is another cover that they have on there. It's called their version of Tell It Like It
It is. Aaron Neville. Yep, that was on
Yep,
my list.
Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty good song. I
Yes,
remember
it is.
I put the video in the Skype chat there. You definitely got to check it out. Came out in 1980.
She does an excellent job on that one.
Wait,
Absolutely.
so am I going after YR?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All
I
right.
got it.
All right.
Keith, what's the definition of a cover song in your opinion?
Someone who didn't make the song sang it later after the original was up.
Okay.
Spot on. Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right. My next one is a song by the Atlanta Rhythm Section called Spooky that was
Yeah,
originally done by
Classics
Classics 4. Yeah.
I heard that version.
I
heard
believe
Pretty
the
good
guy
version.
in the Atlanta Rhythm Sections was the one that wrote the song, if I'm not mistaken. But Classics
Interesting.
4, he was in that group too. They had
Oh,
the
wow.
hit first.
I see there.
I
All
believe
right.
that's the case. I could be wrong.
All right.
Great song.
All right there.
Brown.
All right.
Wire's
did I-
up.
Oh, it's my
Did,
turn.
okay.
Okay, so I remember this song from the person who covered it, but never the person who
originated it, which was Prince, and the person that covered it is Sinead O'Connor. Nothing Compares to You,
Yeah,
was always her big song. Remember
Yeah.
when she tore up the picture of the Pope on Saturday Night Live?
yeah.
There was a bald chick, very controversial at the time, blah blah blah,
Yeah,
right? But I didn't
but
know
that was.
Prince did that song too.
Yeah, he wrote that
Or
for
wrote
a
it.
he wrote that for a protege group called The Family, featuring ex-members at the time there. They released one album, and with that song was included on it there. And that was it. That was it. That was in 1985, and nothing more, nothing else there.
And they had the same name as an English prog group by the name of Family.
Yeah, which featured the late John Wetton, if I'm correct.
I believe you are.
All right, good. Now, did I mention Motley Crue's Helter Skelter?
Yes.
Yes, you.
All right, so some a name goat there. All right, so White Punks on Dope by Motley Crue, the Tubes tune there. I remember hearing that one time. It's not too bad there, but it's definitely likable there.
Didn't. I'm trying to think of who it was. Who did you say did it?
The Tubes.
Because I was thinking originally it was like Velvet Revolver.
No, White Punks on Dope.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
I'm thinking
yeah,
of another
wrong.
song.
Yeah, there's probably another song because White Punks on Dope came out in the 70s there. It was a take on all these, glam rock stars still doing dope like that time. And the Tubes were kind of like in the new wave, kind of like looking down on that whole scene there. In fact, Fee Waybill, the frontman, came up with this onstage character called Quaalude, with a big ass, platform boots, a wig, and a Q-shaped guitar there, and it's like, he looked like he's stoned out of his mind. It's like, oh, damn.
Okay, my next one kind of surprised me because I didn't even know it was a cover song because it's by a group that normally doesn't do a lot of covers, but this is a cover song. Sloop John B. Originally done by the Kingston Trio. Probably before that. But that surprised me because the Beach Boys, you always think pretty much original, but not in this case.
All right.
Well, they did cover rock and roll music by Chuck Berry, I suppose.
Yeah.
But that was my next one.
All right.
That would be
All right.
YR.
All right, next pick would be originator Elvis Presley, and the remake was done by Cheap Trick. Don't
Ain't
be
that-
cruel.
Don't Be Cruel from 1988.
That was on my list. That's a good one.
Yeah, not too bad there, I will say, yeah. And my pick would have to be Ministry. We talked about them earlier. Al Jorgens and his boys there covering Bob Dylan, Lay Lady Lay from 1996.
That's a Bob Dylan tune I really like.
Yeah.
I got a
In the
good
mid-
one. I got a good one. I forgot about this one, Keith. You should know about this one, Keith. Actually, I'm going to give it to you. Check your DM.
Okay, my next one is Superstition, Beck, Bogert, and Appice. Stevie Wonder song.
Seabury Yvonne did his good version of that as well there.
And I believe Jeff Beck did it too. No, that's a different song.
All right.
But that was Superstition.
Superstitious with Rod Stewart on vocals.
Yeah. Actually, the name of that song was I Ain't
Wait,
Superstitious.
Keith, not your turn.
All
All right.
He's
It is
dying
now-
to get this thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the pick is in. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith.
Eric Clapton, I Shot the Sheriff.
Wow, Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. Wow.
Yeah, Bob Marley did that.
Good pick.
That's a good one.
Still a class, still a good one,
I-
considered by everyone.
Was on my
Yeah,
list.
I found one on the list that I
Wait,
Googled.
don't say it yet.
No, one at a time.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it. I was just gonna say you're all gonna know it.
All right.
Cool. Dr. Earl. Oh, wait, YR
Okay.
didn't do one.
All right, that's right. Go ahead, Wire.
Let me look through my list. How about? Well, how about this one, ladies and gentlemen? you ready for this?
Okay.
Yeah.
The original group was called The Leaves, but the song was called Hey Joe.
Right.
Jimi Hendrix make things.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
that
is
was
true.
a
And the
big
Leaves version is good too, but not as
Yeah.
good as the Hendrix version.
one. Yeah.
What kind of
In
name
fact,
for
the
the group is
fact
that?
the Hendrix and the fact the Hendrix version got 20 times more airplay than the original. It fits to say there.
Yeah.
Do y'all think we're talking about cannabis leaves? The Leaves.
Hey Joe.
No, that group was in the 60s, and they're.
Oh.
I remember reading something about how they got the name, but it didn't have anything to do with cannabis.
Mm.
It was kind of a weird story, but I forget exactly how it went. I used to have their
Of
album.
course. In fact, we all know the story behind the song. A man goes on to shoot his lady down for cheating on him, and the day later hides away in Mexico, so he won't be found,
Right.
executed, put on trial, all that.
Now it's Dr. Earl. Good
Okay,
choice, by
there.
the way.
All right, there. And this one here, I remember hearing. Let's see here. Son of a bitch! It slipped my motherfucking mind. Son of a bitch! But you know what?
You got
We
to
gotta
have
throw-
one. You got to have one for the Sandy Brown. You know?
I'll put this one. I was going to save this for later, but I'll say this for now. This song got Judas Priest in a lot of trouble in 1990. As you know, they were
I was
put
going
on
to say
trial.
this one. I cover the Priest songs, but go ahead.
All right. Yeah, but this one was suspended because it was originally recorded by a band called Spooky Tooth, which featured Mick Jones of Foreigner.
Oh, yeah. And eventually
And
get
it's
it
on
right.
it's on the Stained Class album, 1978 or 76.
I think it was
78.
78. Yes.
78. Yeah.
Yeah. Better by
Sin
You,
after,
better
Sin
than
After
me.
Sin is 76, I believe. Sin After Sin,
77.
76.
70,
Is it 77?
77.
Confirm. I'm gonna confirm that right now.
Good. Yes. It is. Better by You, better than me. We all know the story.
Spooky
But,
Tooth was a highly underrated band.
Yeah. And I can imagine
Are they
the
in
guys.
the Hall of Fame? Aren't they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Spooky Tooth.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Half the people in America have never
One
heard
of the
of them.
group we mentioned. One of the group we mentioned tonight, which was an obscure group, was it wasn't it like last year? Got in last year or something.
Uh-huh.
It was an obscure group though. We mentioned tonight, and they got in last year, I believe, or they got nominated or something. I forget which one.
All
it
right,
was.
there.
I think you know what? I think you know what it was. I think it was the industrial thing you were talking about. You talk about industrial, Brown.
Yeah.
It was one of the groups you mentioned. So whatever industrial.
Kraftwerk.
I think yes. You know what? I think that's it.
Kraftwerk. Yeah, they were more techno. Yeah, but they played a part in the influencing techno, industrial,
Absolutely.
hip hop. Absolutely. I mean, do 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 that hook right there that was later used by Africa Bambaataa in Planet Rock. That was originally from Trans Europe Express years earlier in the 70s.
Yeah. Is it Earl's turn, or did he just do one?
I think I already did one. Yeah, the Priest cover there.
Okay,
Better by
well,
You.
my next two were Summertime Blues and All Along the Watchtower, so we'll go to number 3.
All right.
Mr. Tambourine Man, The Birds.
Which is written
Originally-
by Bob Dylan.
Exactly.
Mhm.
The Birds version is much better. First Bird's hit, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn.
One of the most, maybe the most number one like iconic pop love song ever, which was covered by Dolly Parton, but obviously made famous by Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You.
Yeah.
That's
we
a
gotta
case
talk-
that's a case where I actually like the Dolly Parton version better.
Yeah. We got to talk about her one of these days, Whitney Houston, because this year marks 10 years of her passing there. So we got to definitely talk about her and what the fuck went wrong with her life and her career.
Yeah.
And I will always love you.
Ow, my ears hurt.
Well, at least it was not Tony Revere's singing there.
I know. I was just kidding anyway.
I know, yeah.
Dr. Brown, you make me feel so good.
Your turn, Dr. Brown.
Okay, there.
Wait. Oh,
Oh, Keith.
Oh,
Keith
yeah.
has another one.
All right.
Guns N' Roses knocking on heaven's door.
Oh,
that's a
damn.
big
That's on my
one.
list,
That's a
too.
big one.
Yeah.
Yes, that's actually my favorite Guns N' Roses song.
Yeah.
And actually, Eric Clapton covered that song, too.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
And a singer named Randy Crawford did her version as well there.
Keith would
And the story about that, was that
Yep.
it was done in memory of a friend of theirs named Todd Crew, who passed away from a
Tom
drug
Cruise.
overdose. So Todd Crew.
Uh,
So C-R-O C-R.
Well, that's a Bob Dylan composition, by the way.
Yeah, and he did, yes, and he did that as a homage to him, and it since became a concert staple for years. Still done to this day. There.
Yeah, part of the movie Pat Garrett and the Billy and the Kid, too.
Yes, it was featured in that movie as well. There, I remember hearing the original version of that.
Yo, they need to plug Stone Cold Steve. He didn't come out tonight. Real quick sidebar.
Mm.
We were waiting for Steve Austin to come out tonight, and it was a promo with obviously Kevin Owens and Rollins, and people were expecting Steve Austin to come out. And did he come out? No. They need to plug him. He's going to be at WrestleMania. They better not do no surprise shit at WrestleMania because I don't know. Like Vince McMahon's weird because remember when he brought the Hardy back during WrestleMania
Yep.
and that wasn't plugged or nothing. Like
Yeah, it was a surprise there.
I think they need to plug it though, so people know he's going to be there. So like, I mean, I know tickets
They
aren't even
should,
sold
yeah.
out, bro. Like tickets are so cheap for WrestleMania for both nights.
Well,
Like,
because
bro,
the WWE.
Brown,
used
you
to
and
win-
me can go. You and me can go to WrestleMania for both nights for like under $200.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Yeah, like and it's
Wow.
worth going to WrestleMania. It's a hassle. It's like crowds and shit, but like it's worth it because it is like a spectacle. It's like going to the Super Bowl. It's a big deal. Like it because I went to the Astrodome one. It was in the Astrodome, the 17. But in
see
2
there.
nights, like you're getting 2 for the price of 1.
Oh.
Well, you and me could go for like under $200. Easy.
Now, is this going to be an indoor
Oh.
arena, by the way?
Yeah, it's fucking Cowboys Stadium, bro. It's gonna
Good,
be a
because
big-ass
I remember the
mega
last
spectacle.
WrestleMania they had, there was a whole bunch of rain.
it's up in
It's
Arlington?
gonna be so lit that night. It's Brown. That shit's gonna be full of people. It's gonna be crazy.
It's up in Arlington, huh?
Ah,
Yeah, it's all gonna be. They're gonna have a Hall of Fame and everything. Crazy.
Speaking of Arlington, my next list would have to be Pantera's cover of Planet Caravan by
Wow.
Black Sabbath. It was the closing track from Far Beyond Driven. That was a big hit. I remember that was a. If you ever saw the video for that, it had a lot of, I guess computer animated stuff there. No mention, no footage of the band, but it is good, cool to look at there. Fits well with the song. And also look up the original cover of Far Beyond Driven while you're at it there.
Okay, my next one was originally in the 60s by a group called the Cascades, covered by Dan Fogelberg, Rhythm of the Rain, and his version is excellent.
Can you listen to Rhythm of the Falling? Is that it? Or,
Yeah.
because Neil
Fogelberg
Sedaka
does
did
a
that.
great version of that song.
Because Neil Sedaka did his version. I remember hearing that one time.
Who's that?
Neil Sedaka. He was some songwriter and singer, I guess, from the 60s
Yeah.
and 70s there.
Oh.
I remember hearing the first time I heard about him was on the commercial advertising his greatest hits on TV.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head some of the name of some of the songs because there are some famous ones, but
Yeah.
I don't remember them.
I don't have any of his records, so I wouldn't have fuck know.
Well, I got some of the MP3s because
Okay.
I download them from places. Anyway, wire's up.
All right, this is a big one.
Uh-huh.
The originator, 9 Inch Nails.
Mm.
Person that did the cover song was the Man in Black himself, Johnny Cash.
Oh, that is a big one.
Oh my
If
gosh,
I
that was
was
some of the
known
best
I'm hurt.
heard.
And that
That
actually
was
was on my list too.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to mention that just as well there. In fact,
Good
Reznor
one.
said it's no longer his song, it's now Johnny Cash's song because Cash did more than justice to that cover version there.
Yeah, when the originator compliments the cover version like that, you know
Uh-huh.
it's something special.
Absolutely. And by the way, my next on the list there is Nine Inch Nails cover of Get Down, Make Love, originally done by Queen.
What
Damn.
That was another
That-
favorite back in the day there.
I got one. Is it my turn?
Sure.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin, Respect.
Yeah. Otis Redding.
Yeah,
Yep.
he did it originally there.
Yep, that's right. And I saw the
you
movie
skipped me,
Respect.
motherfucker. So I'm at
No, no,
Oh,
no,
I
no,
did?
no. We skipped
Sure.
him.
Okay. Sorry.
Now it's my turn.
Okay.
This next song I know Earl knows.
Yep.
Originally by Black Sabbath,
Oh yeah.
done by the Crows. Evil
Uh,
Woman.
The band Crow. That was on my list as well there. Yeah. That's only available. That was a briefly only available on the UK version of that album.
Right.
I don't know why it was not released here in the States, but the song Wicked World was put in its place when it came out here in the US that year. And now there have been reissues of the first album with both Wicked World and Evil Woman on that release there. I think it was Castle Communications that reissued
Yeah.
the first album. Yeah, but it's a pretty good song there.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
it
saying
is.
in the chat, Stone Sour covered Priest. Judas Priest. Is that true? Let me look it up.
Which song?
I'm gonna look that up right now. Well, can I give my pick before I look it up?
Go
Sure,
ahead.
it's your turn.
Originator Tommy James, the person who covered the song Billy Idol, Money Money.
Money, Money,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Dun, dun.
And which, by the way, I gotta throw this one in here. I remember this one here. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts cover of another Tommy James song,
Crimson Clover.
Crimson and Clover.
Oh, they covered heading out to the highway. Stone
Oh
Sour.
wow, nice, cool.
I got one.
Your turn.
Your turn. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Is it your turn?
Yeah.
All right,
It
sharing
is.
is caring. Go ahead.
The Beatles, Twist and Shout.
Oh, that is a cover. That's good.
Oh yeah,
No,
the Isley Brothers did that song originally.
Yeah. That's
And-
my favorite Beatles song, Twist and Shout.
What?
Yeah.
That's an
What?
old song.
What's a
too.
good song?
Yeah.
Good song,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd
Is
say
that what's the
it's
first? Wait a minute. When they first made their TV appearance, was it Ed Sullivan?
1964.
Ed
Ed
Sullivan
Sullivan,
show?
yes.
Wasn't
yeah,
that the first song they
1964.
played? Dad and I want to
Um,
hold your hand.
I'm
And
not
Hold
too
Hands,
sure.
Twist and Shout, I think,
I
was
think
two.
they did Twist and Shout, but I don't know if it was the
Yeah.
first one or not.
Who knows? I have to look it up on
Um,
YouTube if it's there.
I'm sure
I
it
think
is.
Twist and Shout is the Beatles' most rock song.
Uh,
Like it does, with the Beatles, it doesn't get more
It does
rock.
scream.
than
Paul
Twist-
McCartney does
there's
scream a
other
little bit in
songs.
there. You know?
There's other rock, other hard stuff that the Beatles came up with. Bad Boy, Matchbox.
those are both covers, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, what about
Taxi.
the radio hits? The radio hits, Twist and Shout is their most rock song.
What about I Saw Her Standing There or Taxman?
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
I think
I don't
he
know.
has a point though, because Paul
I
McCartney
wanna-
does kind of screaming out in that vocal there.
Yeah.
All right, can I?
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes. Ted Nugent covering the Beatles. I Want to Tell You.
Oh,
1979.
yeah, that's great.
Great song there. It was originally written and sung by George Harrison. It was on the Revolver album, and Nugent's version was on the State of Shock album from 1979. Big hit on the radio.
My turn. This is another one, unusual one of some sort. Covered by Cat Stevens It's an old Sam Cooke song called Another Saturday Night.
Mm. I remember hearing. Yeah, I remember the original one.
Art, did you see I think it was the big interview with Dan Rather show? I think he interviewed Cat Stevens a couple years ago. Did you ever see that?
No, I hadn't seen it, but
Mm.
Cat
He
Stevens,
he
despite
was like a
the
monk or something, you know?
oh yeah, he's an Islamic dude.
Yeah, he for a while called himself Yusuf Islam for many years. Now it's just Yusuf. Yeah.
Yeah, we in a sense lost a pretty good artist there because he had some great stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Wild World was covered by a singer named Maxi Priest, the band Mr. Big.
Is that your choice? Out of turn?
No,
I'm kidding.
something I thought I'd throw out
No,
there.
I was kidding.
I know, yeah.
YR's up.
Black Magic Woman.
Oh,
Fleetwood Mac did that originally.
Yeah.
And
Santana.
Carlos Santana got a hold of it and turned it into a radio hit there.
and both versions are excellent. They're different
Absolutely.
and excellent.
Yep.
Oh,
Now-
is it my turn? Is
Yeah.
it my turn?
It's
Yeah.
your turn. Yeah.
Ladies and
Uh,
gentlemen, the pick is in. Key.
He's getting excited.
Natalie Imbruglia, Torn.
Who? Oh. Wait.
What?
Who's-
Who is that?
Who originally did
it-
that song?
Let me see. Originally done by Ann Previn and Phil Thornalley and Scott Cutter.
Is that the songwriters?
Composers.
Well, he's reading
they
off the
did-
list. So.
But did they any of those record it first before this Natalie what's her face?
Imbruglia.
Imbruglia.
I
Well,
don't
he's-
know. It just I'm reading a list on Google. It says I don't know. It says composers Ann Previn, Phil Thornley, Scott Cutter.
Yeah, but the composer
Well-
doesn't mean it wasn't the ones who
He's-
performed it.
Now, in his
Oh,
defense,
okay.
he's reading off a list that's cover songs. So someone had to have done it first.
Yeah,
That I know of.
I assume you're reading off a list of
right.
cover songs.
I am. I put in the Google cover songs list.
Okay. Now that makes it Dr. Earl's turn.
Okay, there. Let's see here. I think I mentioned this one before. I don't know if Dwyer, did you mention this one, Two-Prong Crown, earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Damn, I was going to mention that as well there. You know, which, by the way, the two-prong crown of the Green Man Leash refers to the devil horns of the devil, trying to tempt the narrator of the song there, by the way, which the narrator says, nope, not today, Satan. So my next cover would have to be, I think I mentioned Marilyn Manson's Tainted Love, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. I think, I'm saying, I think Marilyn Manson
Which
did
that's a.
Marilyn Manson's version of Personal Jesus,
Oh.
the
You're
Depeche Mode
wrong.
song. It was on the greatest hits.
Jesus. Someone to hear you swear. Someone who's there.
Mhm. It was on the greatest hits compilation in the 2000s there. Not too, pretty good stuff there.
Okay, my next one. I don't remember the original artist. Maybe one of you do.
Uh-huh.
Cheap Trick covered Ain't That a Shame.
Vats Dynamo did that.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Yep. Vats Dynamo.
Domino.
Oh.
You know,
Dynamo,
like the
yes.
little square things with numbers on them.
That goes
Rectangle
on.
thing.
They said
Yep.
Animal, the guy who contacted Joe's kids. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Haha.
Oh.
This Cheap Trick version of that song is great.
Yeah, it was
John
on
Lennon
the
covered
live.
it too, by the way.
Yeah. And by the way, John
Oh.
Lennon gets a nod because he covered "Stand by Me."
Yep.
The Ben E. King song.
Well, I was coming to that, but I'll cross it off my list.
All right. That was my pick there.
Okay, it's YR's turn.
Um, did you already did Proud Mary?
No, we didn't. Go ahead.
Oh, I
Oh.
get Tina Turner and CCR on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
CCR being the originators.
Originators, yeah.
Your list, Keith?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bad Wolves by Zombie by Bad Wolves.
Explain
Oh, the Cranberries song.
Yep.
Oh, you know that one, Keith?
Yeah, I know that one. I was listening to 107.9 Colorado Rocks the Rockies, and I heard that song a bunch of times on that station, on the iHeartRadio app.
Colorado Rockstar.
Yes, the greatest FM rock station ever.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dr. Earl.
Okay, there. I already gave my mention a while ago after Ark there, so I was I'll let you continue, Ark there.
Okay, my next one is a Beach Boys song that was covered by David Lee Roth. California
Girls.
Which actually is a pretty decent version. I like the video,
All right,
but we won't get into that.
all right.
I guess it's YR's turn.
We do I Fought the Law.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the Bobby
Clash.
Fuller 4, I think, did it originally.
Yeah.
Yes, and the
the
Clash
Clash
did it
of-
later on. Yeah, I remember hearing the Clash version, badass to the core.
Oh, I got one that no one on this call knows.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sugar Ray Abracadabra.
What? Is that Abracadabra
The
by
Steve Miller
Steve Miller
song.
Band?
Yes.
Sugar Ray covered that song?
Yes, on
Give
his
us the lyrics.
14
Give us the lyrics.
Abracadabra. Wanna
There it
reach
is.
out and grab ya.
That's it.
How'd you know
Yep.
that was Steve Miller Band, though?
I said
Because
Steve
my
Miller Band.
mom told me. No, my mom told me.
Wow.
Oh,
Interesting there.
And I played Guns N' Roses Knocking on Heaven's Door, and my mom told me that Bob Dylan did that song first.
Wow.
Yeah. And by the way, Steve Miller did his version of Sam Cooke's "You Send Me on the Fly Like an Eagle" album there. Pretty
Yep.
good there.
well, it's your turn. Is that your choice?
That's my choice.
Okay. My choice is a song by the Doobie Brothers. Jesus is Just All Right, originally done by the Byrds.
Oh, wow. All right.
But
Pretty good
Doobie
there.
version's a good version. They're both good versions.
All right.
YR.
Keith, we were listening to the song about a month and a half ago,
Okay.
and the originator is Little Eva.
Oh,
Locomotion. The
Yeah.
Locomotion.
Grand Funk
Grand Funk Railroad.
on my list.
Oh.
But it's Grand
The
Funk
pro-
when they did that song, I think.
I remember I had the single. I had the original single for that. Badass. And by the
Good
way,
choice.
good song. And by the way, the guitar solo there, it says Mark Farner's doing the guitar solo with a bunch of tapes going, rewinding back and forth there, mixed in there. Credit to Todd Rundgren for producing that, making that happen there.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is.
Disturb the sound of silence.
Oh,
I heard that many times. I remember one of the cooks at my old workplace told me about that, and I listened to it. It's like, wow, a lot of emotion into that one there.
yeah,
Oh,
because the
yeah.
original was great.
Yeah.
You're right, Ark. I am getting excited.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, yeah. And my pick will be Simon Garfunkel's version of "Wake Up, Little Susie," originally done by the Everly Brothers.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that song.
It was on the Concert at Central Park album from
Yeah.
1981. It
Yeah.
was one of their reunion shows that they did at that area there.
Yeah. I think my next one you've heard of, done by several people. It's an old Chuck Berry song by the name of "Roll Over Beethoven." ELO.
I remember that one there. Yes.
I think the Beatles covered it.
Yes, they did as well. I
But,
think George sang. George sang on that version there.
But the ELO version, if you listen to the full version, it's about 8.5 minutes.
Yeah, because they mixed in with the what is that? The ninth sympathy or
Fifth.
fifth sympathy there. Yeah, I see there.
See, I know something about classical music.
Ah,
The ninth is the one that used to be a deet doot, deet doot, deet doot, deet
Keith,
doot.
you should do the Beast Incarnate one that he put out there. That's a good one we need to mention. But don't. I was just throwing it out there. Keith, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know that one.
The P Diddy one where Led Zeppelin. Remember when Puff Daddy did that song and like the Led Zeppelin Kashmir? Didn't he cover Kashmir or something? Or
Oh gosh.
yeah, it was called "Come With." It was "Come With Me," P Diddy and Jimmy Page.
Never heard that one.
I heard it a couple of times. Not my particular taste, you know. Go ahead.
Okay. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy, Every Breath You Take.
Oh,
No,
the
Missing
OCD
You.
song.
Missing You. It's
I
sampled.
think that's when he was.
simply-
You know what? I think that's the one he was talking about. But like one of the other rappers did the Kashmir.
Yeah, P
I think
Diddy.
it was Puff Daddy too. So
Yeah, it was
Okay, so
Puff
that's
Daddy
two
as
different
well.
ones. So Keith, I think that's what Cardinal was talking about. That one you just said.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
originally titled "Missing You." It was for the Notorious B.I.G.
Big- Yeah. Yep.
Dr. Earl.
All right, there. Let's see. I think I'm trying to remember. So I had it in my head, but let's see here.
What about did Motorhead cover any?
Well, they did their version of Louie Louie, which was pretty good there.
Everybody
throw
does
that
that
in there.
song.
That's true to everyone. In fact, I remember Rhino Records put out a compilation called "The Best of Louie Louie," and every artist covered from Black Flag,
And they
Motorhead,
they
Kings.
covered Johnny Be Good.
Kings.
Motorhead with Mary J. Blige covered Johnny Be Good.
Mary J. Blige. Wait a minute, Motorhead with Mary J. Blige.
Covered Johnny Be Good.
Mary J.
I'm
Blige.
saying in the chat.
Whoa. Motorhead and Mary J. Blige.
No, wait. I think Mary J. Blige was on P. Diddy's "I'll Be Missing You." She sang the chorus.
Did Dr.
Maybe.
Earl do his?
I'll put in Motorhead's version of Louie Louie, and we'll for now.
And we can name about 85 groups, but hey, that's okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but by the time we get done with that, this show will be running over 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're almost at 2 hours, but this is the
Well,
type of shit too.
I got a lot more.
Oh, wow.
You know, keep
We're
going
going to have
till
a
it's
part
good.
2. I can tell that already.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my next two were House of the Rising Sun and Knocking on Heaven's Door, so we'll go to number 3. Do You Love Me? Which was a Coasters
Kiss?
or Contours song covered by Dave Clark 5.
Well, Kiss has a song called "Do You Love Me."
Yeah, that's a totally different one. That closes
Different
out
song.
the that kind of like closes out the Destroyer album.
Yes,
Which, by the way, I got a new
good
version.
song though, right?
It is
Brad?
a good
Oh,
album, great album, by the way. There,
Well, even though it's 60s, that my Dave Clark 5 version's good.
yeah. And by the way, you did your version, YR, just now. Now it's Keith's version.
No, I didn't go yet.
He didn't
All right,
go.
good.
It's his turn.
Good. Your turn.
This song was originally done by Simon and Garfunkel, and the song is called "Hazy Shade of Winter."
Oh.
Bangles.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
That's
remember
pretty
that
good.
one. That was on the Less Than Zero soundtrack in '87. There, based on the book of the same name. Had Robert Downey Jr., Jamie Gertz, and Andrew. What's his face there? What's his name? Andrew. Son of a name, God, I forgot the guy's name.
Bonton? Andrew Bonton?
No, somebody else. I got to look.
Keith,
that
look
up.
that up. Andrew Bonton, Keith?
No, look up the movie Less Than Zero from 1987. The movie.
But
All
first, do your next pick.
All right.
Led Zeppelin, Let me go back to it. I forgot what it said. Nothing compares to you.
What?
What?
He.
Led Zeppelin, Nothing Compares to You by Prince. Prince.
What?
Nah,
Whoa,
but Sinead
whoa,
O'Connor
whoa.
did that song.
Sinead
I already
O'Connor.
listened
Led
to it.
Zeppelin wasn't even existing
What
at
the fuck
that
are you
point. They broke
talking
up in
about?
1980.
What? Chris Cornell? Is Chris Cornell the lead singer of Led Zeppelin?
I
No.
know.
What the heck
Robert.
list are you
What
What
reading?
the hell are you doing right now,
Keith.
Keith?
Okay, it says
Good
Chris Cornell and then
God.
it says Led Zeppelin.
What list is that? The
What are
fucking
you
backwards
talking
list?
about?
It says covered songs from sources across the web.
Well, whoever composed that must have been on drugs or
Probably
something like
Tony.
that. Because Chris Cornell was the frontman for Soundgarden. Robert
He's
Plant
just
sang
fucking with
for
us.
Led
Keith's
Zeppelin.
trolling us. Come on, Keith. He knows better. Keith, the lead singer of Led
I'll send
Zeppelin
you
is
the-
Robert Plant.
Robert
lead singer of
Plant.
Led Zeppelin.
Okay, I'll send you the screenshot right now.
And
All
Robert
right.
Plant is active musically, but he's
Yeah.
active musically with Alison Krauss in that
Yeah,
project.
they have a new album out. Well, by the way, it's on my list here, next on my
It's like
list.
country kind of,
Yeah,
right? It's like
folk,
country,
bluegrass kind of
folk,
stuff there. Yeah.
Go with your
And
next
by
one,
the-
Dr. Earl.
Okay. Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, I guess it's Jeff Beck included. The Honey Drippers doing "Sea of Love."
Oh, that's a great song.
I just sent the screenshot to the group chat.
Okay, there. Web covers. Well, Chris Cornell did his version. I guess I think it's. I don't know. Let's see here.
Want me to
See
do
if I
my
look
next
at it.
one?
Good. Yes.
Okay, this one's going to be another one you guys have never heard of, probably. It's a Conway Twitty song covered by Glenn Campbell. It's Only Make Believe.
Okay, there. I only know Glenn Campbell from Southern Nights. That's about it.
Yeah, but that's a good song. Possibly
All right.
his best, but that's personal opinion.
All right, there. Mm-hmm.
All right, it's my turn.
Yeah.
All right, so this song is called "Back at One," which was originally performed by Brian McKnight, and then this country singer Mark Wills did it. Back at One. Have y'all ever heard that song?
No, I haven't.
No.
Yeah, I have. I know it. I know it a lot.
Come through 2,
Two,
1.
just wanna be with you. Three, girls, place you see.
Ke-
You're the
Keith's
only
getting
one
excited
for me.
again.
Mm-hmm.
4, repeat those.
One,
Should I sing the
2,
rest?
Yeah, go ahead, sing the rest.
5, make you fall in love with me. Ever Then I saw it back at one. Yeah.
He knows it.
It's
Okay.
Keith's turn.
Yep.
Country singer redid that song. It was like the early 2000s. Did you ever hear the country version, Keith? Or are you going off
No,
the
not
night version?
Brian McKnight version.
Oh, okay. Country version's not bad either.
Okay.
Typical
I'll look
country,
it up.
it's a country version of it.
There's actually a lot of
Yeah,
covers in
let's see.
country, but I don't know most of them.
Janelle Garcia, Unchained Melody.
We did Unchained Melody, but
did that
We did that, yeah, but not
Not
that
Garcia.
version.
Oh.
I didn't, yeah.
yeah, there's lots of
Alright.
versions of that song.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait. We did
Um,
Unchained My Heart, not Unchained Melody. Unchained
Oh,
Melody,
what
Righteous
about,
Brothers.
I guess Big Mama Thornton did Hound Dog.
Before Elvis.
I just got another list.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, there. And Keith, I'm reading this thing you sent here. It said web covers by Chris Cornell. Immigrant Song he covered Led Zeppelin
Right.
from 2009.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And I guess Chris Cornell did his version of Nothing Compares to You. I guess it may have been some sort of a benefit show or something like that there. So
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
where it got mixed up there.
Your turn, Earl.
All right.
Okay, I had it in my damn head, and all of a sudden it slipped out. See what happened? See what you did make me do, Keith? For crying out loud!
Yeah.
Not your fault,
my
Keith.
bad.
I know.
Okay.
And back on that Unchained
Alright.
Melody,
Yeah.
we actually didn't do that song. We did Unchained My Heart.
Okay. Oh, Thank you for reminding me of that. Band called Little Caesar came out in 1990.
They
It
make
was a heavy,
pizza.
long. No, not that. No, that's
I
no,
know.
that's Little Caesars. But I know what you're getting at. But Little Caesar had this. I saw them perform. I was friends with the opening act, Sassy Cats, so I got in for free there. I helped out, pretend I was one of their roadies, putting on their equipment on stage, this and that.
Wait a
There,
Wait a minute.
what?
You were you used to be a roadie for the Sassy Cats?
No, he
No.
pretended he was a roadie.
No, I pretended. So,
What? So you get backstage?
well, I knew the guys pretty well. They said, "What? How much is admission?" So they come in with us, pretend you're one of our crews. So I said, okay, I'll be one of your crew. So I help with some of the equipment there, drums, amps, guitars, such and such there. And then later on there, they did their shows, and later on the band Little Caesar came on stage there. Heavy tattooed band, looked like they were a bunch of bikers, but they did rock versions of soul songs there. And one of the songs they did, I remember hearing the video for this. It was pretty damn good. It was their version of, it was a rock version of Chain of Fools, the Aretha Franklin song.
Right.
Yeah, that was from 1990. That cover version was. You talking about, what you mentioned, Argyle, reminded me of that version there.
Well, I didn't want us to lose track of Unchained Melody because that's originally, I don't know if
Yeah.
it's original or not, but the Righteous Brothers did it.
Yeah, that's the most famous version there.
Yeah, in Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one. I honestly don't know who the original is.
Mm.
It's a song called Inside Looking Out that the Animals did, but Grand Funk covered it.
I see there.
Surely you've heard the song.
All right. I think we have here. If not by that, so.
Yeah, it's Grand Funk. You got to
Ah.
have heard it.
Well,
What is the song?
Inside Looking Out.
Never heard of it.
Oh, you got to look that one out. That's a good hard rocking Grand Funk song.
Oh.
Well, it's a cover.
Yeah.
The Animals did it too, but I think it's an old blues song.
Oh, I got one. Oh wait,
Now your turn. Why ours?
mhm.
I know.
But
Okay,
he's
so
not
the
saying
string-
anything.
The band was called Extreme,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
and the person that made the cover, Frankie J, More Than Words.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
I didn't know that was
Wow.
a cover, to be honest.
Frankie J covered it, but the originator is Extreme.
Oh, okay.
I see there, yes.
Got
Keith,
it.
you know who Frankie J is?
Yes. I forgot. I keep getting them mixed up with like Baby Bash. I don't know why.
I definitely love the extreme version of that song.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so, yeah. There's this female called Frankie, and she did the song "Fuck You Right Back" because Iman did the song called "Fuck You," and Frankie did the song back to him, "Fuck You Right Back."
That's not a
Damn.
cover song.
Not
Exactly.
Oh,
not nice.
all right. Okay. Jason Aldean did "Black Tears." That's a cover song,
By who?
the
Richard? By
original-
who?
originally by Florida Georgia Line. Florida Georgia Line did it first, and then Jason Aldean did "Black Tears."
All right.
Okay, I've never heard of
It's
this
about
song,
it's about a song. It's about a stripper.
Okay, Keith, this is come on. Is
Okay.
it my
Okay.
but Dr. J, Dr. Earl.
Yeah. My pick is from the my favorite cover. It was one of my favorites, as long as my old next door neighbor Robert. He loved this version. Led Zeppelin doing Willie Dixon's "You Shook Me."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He loved it to death. We tried to mimic. We had broomsticks. Tried to play pretending that we were guitars and stuff there, and we tried our best. We were pretending like we were on our own little music video there. When you think about years before it was called even a music video, but we were trying to mimic ourselves on stage doing that song there. Either way, it was a bad. They did justice to Willie Dixon, that's for sure. There, and they
Yeah.
also did justice to "I Can't Quit You, Baby" as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, my next one is an old Traffic song covered by Grand Funk called "Feeling All Right."
Oh yeah. Well, I
Uh,
think Joe Cocker did that song just as well
yes, he
there.
did.
In fact, a band I knew from Novi, Michigan called the Oriental Spas, they had an album in '93. They covered that version as well. It was written by one of Traffic's main members. No, Dave Mason.
Right.
Hmm.
Good song. And it's YR's turn.
This one was covered by 13 Yards to Victory. The song is I Am a Scumbag Doxer, and the originator is Alien Space Doctor. It's the originator on that one. But
Oh my god!
no, seriously, my pick is Harold Faltermeyer. Harold Faltermeyer. The song is Crazy Frog. Axel F covered that one. So.
Oh wow! I remember them.
Oh, okay. Jason
up.
Aldean. What? My Kind of Party. Jason Aldean, My Kind
Who
of Party.
covered that?
The
Well,
originator was Brantley Gilbert. Brantley Gilbert did the original.
Yeah, wait a minute. Does it go? It's my party and
No.
I'm crying.
No.
No.
Okay, there.
No,
Okay, there.
no.
So it's the same title, just a different tune.
Yeah, it's the same song.
Oh, wait, because the one we think
but-
about is the Leslie Gore version.
No. You could. This one goes. You can find me at the bottom of a real top cold drink, chill with some scary as some old hang. Let's get this thing started. It's my kind of party.
My
But-
kind of
Oh,
party,
okay.
not
That's
my party.
that's
get
like
it now.
half.
And excuse me there, hold on a second. Mr. Pro Violence in my chat, Pro V69 says, ha ha, two viewers, ha ha ha, you are not musicians, man. Josh Hamilton defended us saying, these guys know the music, man, don't be negative. No wonder Mars can't stand you, Pro V. In
You
fact,
should-
I'll tell you what.
Is he in your
Well-
chat right now?
He was in my chat, yes.
Really? Add him to the call.
Okay, let me find a fool there.
I have
Let
nothing
me get
against Pro V. He was the originator of drama in this community with YR and CCN.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
And
let
it's
me
your
get
turn.
him on the call there. All right, go ahead, Wire.
No, it's your turn.
My turn? Okay, let me see here. Kiss covering, then he kissed me, but they called it then she
Kiss?
kissed me. Kiss. They retitled it Then She Kissed Me. It was the last track from Love Gun, their album there.
Yeah,
It
and
was
that's
originally titled.
go ahead.
It was originally done. It was called "And Then He Kissed Me" by some girl group from the '50s. There, they redid that, but they retitled it "Then She Kissed Me."
Mhm.
It was the last track from the Love Gun album.
While you're getting pro violence, my next song is a Stones song that was covered by Grand Funk. Gimme Shelter.
Oh my gosh!
They gave a lot of justice to that song.
It's good. I got to check that out there. Definitely.
It's YR's
Can I go?
turn.
Okay.
Is,
Yeah.
Greatest Love of All, the song, George Benson, Whitney Houston covered it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mine
Alright.
is Jason Aldean Dirt Road Anthem. Originally done by Brantley Gilbert.
Are you reading off his album or something?
No, I love Jason Aldean. I
Okay.
remember when Brantley Gilbert did these songs. I remember when Jason Aldean took them and did them himself. And you know what Brantley Gilbert said? Brantley Gilbert said he couldn't have thought of anyone better to redo my songs.
Cool.
Yep.
Dr. Earl's up
And what-
again.
And wouldn't you know, Pro V is unavailable. The answer to his comment there. He was just
Some people can
typical-
just make comments and not be able to back
Back-
them up.
Backing
Uh,
up, obviously, like a chicken shit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, your turn, Dr. Earl.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Son of a name, God. I had it in my top of my head, and then I got distracted by the pro punk there. Hey, it's okay there.
Want to skip? You want me to go and you go after me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait.
Besides, I got to take a leak.
I go
Right.
after Earl anyway.
Well, we're gonna end the show soon. It's going on 2 hours. Are you want to keep
Yeah,
going?
it is.
Let me do
All right.
one more, and then you guys
All right.
make it different from there, because I still got
Right.
several pages.
We'll give our final pick.
Two
Final
here.
one of
We went over
tonight.
too violent. Yeah.
Okay, you've lost that loving feeling.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Righteous Brothers, covered by Hall and Oates.
Yeah, 1980. I love that version.
Well, I like the original too,
Yeah, true there. Yeah, nice.
but I thought that one was worth a mention.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I got this one here. Can I mention, or I have to wait till YR and stuff?
No,
here?
go ahead.
All right. April Wine covering King Crimson, 21st century
Oh,
schizoid
wow.
man.
I didn't think anybody else would get that one.
Yeah.
Yes, it was on my list.
Yeah. I remember hearing it. It was on the album Harder and Faster, the same one with I Like to Rock. It was the last track on that album. And of course, Ozzy Osbourne did his version on the EP he called Undercover. It was a covers release.
Yeah.
You know, and by the way, there's a King Crimson documentary coming out called In the Court of the Crimson King, on featuring all the past and present members of King Crimson being interviewed, including Robert Fripp.
Yeah. Any interview?
I got one.
Oh wait, my turn.
One
Okay.
more.
Final,
YR.
final for the night. For me,
Mhm.
we go ahead and do car wash. We'll get the car wash.
That would
Oh,
probably make
boy.
my bad list.
Christina Aguilera cover that one.
Yeah,
I think
Rolls Royce
I think that
cover
was
there.
for commercials or that movie Car Wash. I think
Well,
that-
the original,
Yeah.
well, Rolls Royce did it for the movie at the same name. I think Christina did it for some Finding Nemo, some
What?
Disney Pixar flick.
Ah,
it was.
Keith, wasn't Christina Aguilera's version in the movie Car Wash? The hood comedy?
No, that was back in the
I-
70s.
I never saw that movie in its entirety.
Well,
Isn't Snoop Dogg in it? Or,
Yeah.
Car Wash. No, the Car
Dr.
Wash.
Dre.
I haven't heard Christina Aguilera's version.
I never heard it one time, and it was for a Disney Pixar movie in the early 2000s there. The original, you're talking, the movie Car Wash goes back to the 1970s, and the originators of that one was Rolls Royce. And they also had another hit called Love Don't Live Here No More, which Madonna covered on one of her early albums, which is pretty good, I admit. And I'm not a big Madonna fan.
Nor am I.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want for the night, Keith. Are you going to be here Thursday or?
No.
Oh,
No.
Soccer
I mean,
fan.
I'll come in a lot late, like after 8. I'll
Or
come in
unless
after
If
8.
it rains,
we'll be
there.
gone by then.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tonight we went 2 hours. Usually we go an hour.
Well, it's a
So,
good
we'll see.
subject. We may go 2 hours on
Yeah,
Thursday.
exactly.
Who
You know,
knows?
I was hoping to get Drew on this show here because remember, YR you alerted me that he did his cover tunes premiere on the last Thursday there on his channel there. I tried to get him onto the discussion, but he's kind of occupied with his job, I guess. So he was unavailable. I even DM'd him on Twitter there.
Okay, your time. I'll be there after 7.
Okay, well, go ahead.
All right.
Okay, the Struts, Jumping Jack Flash.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we know
Stone
that one.
song.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'll also look up Aretha Franklin's version.
You like the Struts, Keith?
Yes, I like the Struts.
Luke Filler, lead singer.
Mm.
Something
Peter
like that.
Frampton did that on Frampton Comes Alive, by the way, as well.
Who's the lead? Keith, look up the lead singer of the Struts. What's his name? It's
Yes,
Luke.
he did.
All
something.
right.
Luke Spiller.
Did
Okay.
a great version of it. And I guess that pretty much wraps it up tonight, and we'll continue this discussion on Thursday.
That's right,
Luke
same
Luke
time.
Spiller.
Yeah,
Luke
I was
Spiller.
right. I was right yet again.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the Struts performed Jumpin' Jack Flash on New Year's Eve, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Ah, all right.
They were in Times Square performing Jumping Jack Flash on New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Was it the Dick Clark thing there or something else?
Yes,
Oh,
the Dick
obviously.
Clark one.
Oh yeah. Rest in peace, Dick Clark. We miss you, dude.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so I guess that's this is part one is concluded here.
Yeah. And
And we
hopefully
got
we
more
can do
than-
it in 2, but it might take 3.
All right, then
Yeah.
who knows there? I know I got to get on the ball, get more cover versions, that I remember
And
because
write
I'm gonna
down.
plug it. I'm gonna plug it this week so we can get others to maybe call in and give some of their picks too.
That'd be cool.
absolutely we got to start doing it. We got to take some calls.
Write
man,
them
like-
down, Dr. Earl.
I will, yeah, definitely. There,
I
I got to
did.
start doing that. I know.
And let's see if you
And-
guys can hit my list again.
All right, there. All right, and one more thing I want to say to Pro V there, who's more chance of maybe on the 2 viewers on this show here, but
we had like 15 on the Wire program. We have 3 different channels going live, guys. So it's like
I know, yeah.
we
But
had
then
15
again,
on the Wire program, and that's way more than others get for drama. So
yeah,
pro violence, why you got to be a dick?
yeah,
off.
that's what Joshua said in my chat. Don't be negative. But then again, that's how Pro V is. Remember, this is the same guy
Thought
who
he was
said I did
cool.
Crystal. Yeah, I thought so
Thought-
too. But if he's going to come out there and say that kind of crap, like, come on, give me a break. But then again, I'm not that big of a channel when you think about it. There, so even though I promote the shit out of this show on every
Thank you,
one of my
Ron.
vlogs.
Booth says this was a great one so far. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ron. Definitely, yes.
Well, I got to say, if Pro V knows so much, maybe he should be calling in.
That's what I wanted to do. I would get him on the call. But he didn't answer as always.
Biggest match of all time. Are they like doing it like
Couldn't hear you.
they're
I
like
think
this fucking Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns match? They're saying it's the biggest match of all time, winner take all.
Oh, they're gonna do that no matter what. They did the same thing with Roman Reigns and Goldberg, or they're doing that with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. They always do that. So Stone Cold Steve Austin versus